All right. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Greetings, everyone. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Sabbath day? Today is January 3rd, 2026. This is our first Sabbath in 2026. First Sabbath in 2026. This is January 3rd, 2026, January 3rd, 2026. And today would have been my biological father's Earth Day. His Earth Day is actually on the 3rd, which is today, and the day would have been his Earth Day. So I like to say rest in peace, rest in heaven, rest in love, Almighty, with Almighty, which is my father, my biological father, Curtis Thomas. Today would have been his Earth Day. So, other than that, just saying greetings to everyone. Hopefully, everybody having a great, beautiful Sabbath, beautiful Sabbath day. And what today is, we're on and we're in 2 Samuel chapter 22 and 23. We just did part 1. We're actually beginning part 2 now, which is 2 Samuel chapter 23. 2 Samuel 23, we just went through the song of David, which David is giving praises of deliverance and praises to the Creator for the things he's been through, what he came through, and the things that he's accomplished and the things that he has achieved with the Father. So that was the song of David in part 1. This is part 2. Now this is the last words of David, the last words of David. This is what we're going to in 2 Samuel chapter 23, and we're getting ready to get started right here. So this is, as I was just saying, 22 was about the song of David, which is giving the Creator praise. Giving the Creator praise for all he'd been through, the things he went through, the everything. Family, friends, enemies, nations, and everything. He was giving praises to the Creator for the things, and he was recognizing, as I'm share with you again, I'm gonna share at this point right here. I'm gonna start at 44 and read on down before we get to 23. This is just a recap, but 44, I've seen something and I have an understanding. The reason why the Creator why we always hear David's name come up in the prophets through the prophets. We talk about David should be the king and this and that. And I'm gonna start at 44 to 46. No, 47 or 44 to 26, it just talk about his deliverance as well from his people and from strangers. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and start again right there at 44. 40. Recording stopped. Oh no, don't want to do that. Recording in progress. Okay, push the button by mistake. Here we go. 44, 2 Samuel 22 and 44 states. Thou also hast delivered me from the strivings of my people. His own people has come against them in certain times, right? Thou hast kept me to be head of the heathen. He was the head of the heathens at the time as well, at certain times as well. To be the head of the heathen, a people which I knew not shall serve me. You see this? The people that he knew not is going to serve him in this day and time. See, this is what's to come. I'm glad I started back here. This is what's to come. We're going to serve David through the words of the Father, because David is the king that was established. And as I was sharing at the end of part 1, we had the one who brought, well, actually the father, might as well say the father of nations, who created, established as the father's name, which is Abraham, through his loyalty and spirit of the Creator. Then we had the first prophet for the nations. See, the father of nations is Abraham, through what I shared last week, Ishmael, Isaac, which had Jacob and Esau. Those four horsemen, always four. Those four, Ishmael, establishment was through Isaac with Esau and Jacob. Now, spiritually, this was done, under Esau and under Jacob. Esau was of the evil where we're under and coming out of now. Jacob is what's to come. And this is where we're coming to. This is where we're growing to. This is Jacob to come. So, this is where we at this point in time. So by being here and where we are and the things that we're doing, this is how we're growing into the Creator in this day and time now. So when it says, thou hast kept me to be head of the heathen, and people which I knew not shall serve me. And they're going to serve David. That's what I meant. That was the establishment. Abraham, then it says through Ishmael, which had 12 tribes. Then it said, but he said he's going to be established through Isaac, which had Esau and Jacob, which is over the dominion of the world. The first dominion was under Esau, which is the dominion of the world right now. But what's coming is the establishment of Jacob, which is Israel spiritually. All this is spiritual. So this is where we at now. So now this is the establishment, but the creator is the head. But the first prophet that brought the law was Moses. Moses was the first prophet that brought the law. Moses brought the law, and our first king was David, which was established. David being the first king was the one who to establish the law as the rightful king. But creator is always the head. It's the creator, the spirit, which is everything that has happened, over to the king. The king is David, and every king was supposed to make a law from the law. But it was established through King David. That's the reason why every time we hear King David's name come up, we always hear King David's name come up. David shall come up and this and that. Why? It's because it's going to be through the last part of this. You're going to find out in a few moments. As I actually spoke it, and it came to pass. It came down after I saw it, after I didn't say it. But again, verse 45, strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. They've been obedient to the Creator through David. Because David is the one who established the Creator's word as the king. 46, strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid out of their closed places. Strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid out of their closed places. 47, Yah liveth, and bliss be my rock, and exalted be Yah of the rock of my salvation. It is Yah that avenges me, and that bringeth down the people under me. 49, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. Thou also hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. It's all of the Creator. He delivered David and us. Put our place as in David as well. Verse 50 says, therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Yah, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. We're among the heathen now. Now, look at us as David. We're no different than David is because we're the seed of David, because you're going to find out in a few moments. We are Israel, but we're still the seed of David for those who are the seeds. As I said, you take one tree in a field. It's one tree in a field, right? This one tree has thousands of apples on it, or thousands of pears, or whatever kind of fruits is on it. You can take those fruits from each one of those, you can take the seeds from each one of those fruits and plant them throughout the earth, and all those trees are going to flourish. Why? Because they came from the first root, which made all the trees to be the way they are today anyway. So verse 50 again, therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Yah, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. That means that no matter where you are, you're still supposed to keep the law, if you understand what we just said. Then verse 51, last verse in 22 says, he is the tower of salvation for his king. He is the tower of salvation for his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David. See that? Now listen what it's saying. And showeth mercy unto his anointed, unto David, and to his seed forevermore. How many of y'all are the seed of David? A lot of people look at it as one person being the seed of David. How many of you are of the seed of David that you may not even know? David's seed may be across the world. No different from David's seed with Solomon. Solomon had 1,000 wives. And if he had 1,000 wives, that means that he went into each and every one of them. That means that seeds all over this earth are of the seed of David through Solomon and through our ancestors. This is what people don't get. They can't see no farther than one individual at a time, next individual. That's why they can't see the expansion of the seed of the Father through David and through Solomon and through the rest of the people. And this is the sad thing that people's minds can't fathom information. I like to say greetings to it says Nate. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm bringing somebody's name down. But I will say hi to ANADELATORRE. I'm sorry, I'm bad when it comes to names and stuff like that. So my English is not all that well. So and love to Annisville Village said hi. OLLIE Hurley 45 says hi. And they say they like the Bible. I'm glad you like the Bible. It's just time to study for what it really says, because the Roman Empire has taken over the earth, and there's a lot that's in here that has manipulated, but you have to study according to the will of the Creator. So the more you study the will of the Creator, of Almighty, you can see more information that's in here. So it's about studying, and I'm glad that you study the Bible. So now we get ready to go into, as I've said, I'm reading 51 one more time, and then we're going to go to 2 Samuel chapter 23. Again, he is the tower of salvation for his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David and to his seed forevermore. Now we're going to go into chapter 23, the last words of David. These are the last words that David spoke, according to what it states right here. Right? It says last words of David. 2 Samuel 23 and 1 says, Now these be the last words of David. Now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of Yah of Jacob, and the sweet psalms of Israel said. Okay. The sweet psalms of Israel said, The spirit of Yah spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. You see that? Spirit of Yah spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The Yah of Israel said, the Yah of Israel said, The rock of Israel spake to me, he that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of Yah. There you go. That's right. Must be just. And he shall be as the light of the morning when the sun rises, even a morning without clouds. That means you got to be righteous. I got to make sure I get a couple of pointers here. These be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, The man who was raised up on high, the anointed of Yah, of Jacob, which is of Jacob, and the sweet psalms of Israel said, The spirit of Yah spake by me. And his word was in my tongue. Exactly. Yah of Israel said, The rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just. You hear that? This some people need to know. Ruling in the fear of Yah. See that? And he shall be as the light. of the morning. I mean, like when the light comes up in the morning, when the sun comes up, should be when the sun rises, even as morning without clouds. When the sun rises. Without clouds. All right. As the tender grass springeth out of the earth by clear shining after rain. That's how it's supposed to be. Verse 5. Hold on. Although my house be not so with Yah. Okay. Although my house. Yet he has made with me an everlasting covenant. You see that? But the whole point, he's telling the truth. Or say, ordered in things that order in all things and sure. Excuse me over there. Order in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make not to grow, although he make it not to grow. In all things to ensure, for this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. Although my house may not so be with Yah, yet he has made with me an everlasting covenant. Order in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. But the sons of Belial, here we go. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hand. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them thorns, as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned in the same place. You can almost think about, when you listen to that part right there, you can almost think about why. Look at this. Our own people, I'm talking about our people, gangs, thugs, and all them, right? They'll fight against their own people, but they're scared to go against the Caucasian. They're scared to get out there and fight against them Caucasians. Why? Sound like it says it right here. But the sons of Belial, the sons of evil, shall be all of them as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. And I'm looking at the system is the sons of Belial. Excuse me. The system being sons of Belial, sons of evilness, because they can't be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with from fence with iron and fence with iron. Why a lot of people in jail now? A lot of people in jail now. For some of the things that they may have done. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear. And they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. That means you're no different than them when you touch them. In a sense, I'm looking at it like this, just saying on my point of view, the way I'm seeing it. It looks like the ones of Belial, which is the system, and when we come against those people of the system, we're going to get in trouble because they're doing a job. That's what it looks like to me. They're doing a job. The men of the Belial is the system. These are the people in power. But the men that shall take which is our people, if you touch one of them, you're gonna get in trouble. Think about it. But yet and still, our people are going through hell by things that they're doing. But the reason why our people are going through hell is because we're not keeping the law. We're not turning back to the Creator. Now I'm beginning more to understand and understand why when you get in your sovereign status, when you get in your executive office, you're one of the Creator's own. They can't mess with you no more, and they know that. This right here gives me an understanding of that now. Executive's office. This one, they can't mess with you no more. And that's just those two verses, 6 and 8, 6 and 7, gave me that understanding. But the sons of Belial, that means the sons of the system, that be all of them as thorns, thrust away. They thrust away. Because they cannot be taken with hand. You can't take them with hand because why? They got armies, navies, air force, the police officers, and all that. You can't take them. Why? But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron, meaning put in jail, and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. Our people, the system. 6 is the system. Our people is 7. Now, David's mighty men. This is verse 8. We're going to verse 8. 2 Samuel 23 and 8. These be the names of the. I heard something. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. These be the names of the mighty men who David had. The Tetrachite that sat on the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino, the Ezenite, Eznite. Adino. He lifted up his spear against 800 whom he slew at one time. Whoa. I wonder how he did that. He lifted up his spear against 800 whom he slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, one of 3 mighty men, one of the 3 mighty men, with David, when he defiled the Philistines that were gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. Mm-hmm. When they defiled the Philistines that were there gathered together into battle, and the son and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand cleaved unto his sword, and Yah wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. So they only came after he did what he did. They only came to get the stuff that they can get from all the people that was dead. Go okay, go one here. After him was Elijah. Number 11, verse 11. And after him was Shemaiah, the son of Agi, the Hararite, Hararite. And the Philistines were gathered. Hold on. And the Philistines was gathered together into a troop where was a piece of ground full of lentils. Where was a ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it and slew the Philistines, and Yah wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chiefs went down and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in an hold, and the garrisons of the Philistines were then in Bethlehem. The garrisons, the camps of the Philistines was in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me drink." And David longed and said that one would give me drink of water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And the 3 mighty men break through the hosts of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem. That was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof. I remember this part here. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto Yah. You see that? I remember us having a conversation about this back at the House of Israel in Mississippi. And Brother Divine had spoke on this. Man, we went out there, we broke through the Philistines, and we went to go get this water for you, and then you going to pour it out on the ground to the Creator? I forgot how he said the story, but I remember that. Verse 17. We're in 2 Samuel 23, verse 17. This right here is the last words of David. And he said, "Be it far from me, O Yah, that I should do this, Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives?" That means he didn't want to drink, and they spared their lives to go get it. Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty men. Okay. And I think I see what David was saying. Even though David was thirsty, he didn't tell them to go do it, but they went to go do it in honor of their king. And those 3 mighty men, they went through the garrisons and they through the Philistines just to get David some water to bring to him. And David took it upon himself, say, "I'm not going to, even though I'm thirsty, I'm pointing out to the Creator. because they gave their life in order for me to drink this. Yeah, and still, whoo, boy, that's something. David seen it in a different way than other people would think. Like I said, my teacher at the time, when he said that, he said, "Man, you didn't win. I would drink." I don't know. Verse 18, and Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among three. Here go another one. Abishai, this right here was the brother of Joab. The brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among three, and he was chief among three. And he lifted up his spear against 300 and slew them, and had the names among three. It had the name among three. Was he not most honorable of three? Was he not most honorable of three? Therefore he was their captain. Howbeit he attend not unto the first three. And Benaniah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men. It must have been strong. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab, the Moabites, of the Moors. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow. He went down into a pit and killed the lion. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man. And And the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, but he went down to him with a staff. He had a spear, but he had a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. Whoa. These things did Benaniah. Hold on. These things did Benaniah the son of Jehoiada, and had the names among 3 mighty men. These were more honorable than the 30. But he attend not to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. 24. Asael, the brother, here's another one, the brother of Joab. This was the fast guy. I think this one that got killed by, we'll see. And Asael, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanah, the son of Didu of Bethlehem, Shemaiah, the Horadite, Elikah, the Horadite, Heles, the Peletite, Ira, son of Ikish, Ikakish, the Teokite, the Tekoite, Abizer, the Anitheotite. I guess the best way I can see it. Me Bunanai, the Hushatite, Zalmon, the Ahohite, Maharai, the Nephiotite, best way I can say it. Heleb, Heleb, the son of Ba'ana, a Nethiphorite, the Nethiphorite, Ittai, Ittai, the son of Ribai, Ribai, out of Gibeah, the children of Benjamin. Benani of the Pharaohites, Pharaohite, Hiddai, Hiddai, of the brooks of Gaash, Abi Albion, the Arabite, like Arab, Asmavis, the Barhumite, Elabiah, the Sha'albonite, of the sons of Yashin, Jonathan, 33. Shammah, the Hararite, Ahiam, the son of Shara, the Hararite. Y'all see how hard these words is for me to say, but I'm trying to get through them. Thank you, Abelasap. Thank you for the heart. Terrence, that painting behind you is beautiful. Thank you. It was given to me by my cousin. And she actually painted it. It says peace, love, faith. Just to say, I don't know. Let's say calm, I believe. Blessed. I have a few words on it, but I thank you. I appreciate this gesture on the painting. I appreciate that my cousin Mary O'Bannon gave me this painting for me and my wife. She actually gave it to us. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you for that. Thank you. So that's why I put it up there. I thought it was nice. And I think it was a good gesture she gave it to me. Thank you. 34. This is 2 Samuel 24. I'm saying 30. 2 Samuel 24, verse 34. It said, Eliphazite. These are supposed to be the David's mighty men, and these are the things that I guess these were the people of his army and the people who was with him. When verse 34 in 2 Samuel chapter 23. This is verse 34. Eliphalet, Eliphalet, the son of Ahasbai, the son of Ma'ashahite, Elim, the son of Ahithophel, Ahithophel, Ahithophel. I can't say. I can't really get the. I'm trying. The Gileonite. I'm trying to get these words. I know they're mostly they're spoken up in Hebrew. They're said in Hebrew, but written in English. But still hard for me to comprehend on a lot of different ways. But I'm trying without butchering them. Hezrai, 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 the Carmelite, Pa'ari, the Arabite, Ilgal, Igal, the son of Nathan, of Zoban, Bani the Gedite, Salik, the Ammonite, Naharai, the Beerothite. See, the Ammonite is among his people as well. Armor bearer to Joab. He was the armor bearer to Joab, the son of Zeruiah. Ara, the Itharite, Gareb, and Itharite, Uriah, the Hittite, 30 and 7 in all. So Uriah was still a part of them, as you can see. And he had Uriah killed. Remember Uriah, right? Uriah the Hittite, 37 in all. So, I'm going to go back through and break this down. I ain't going to do it right now. But in due time, go back and break this down. It says David's mighty men. All these were David's mighty men. And these were certain ones of captains and certain ones that did certain things. Excuse me. So, as we can see, verse 1 through 7 in chapter 23, these are the last words of David, right? But then in verse 1 through 7, but the David's mighty men is from 8 through 37. No, I'm sorry, through 39. 8 through 39 is his mighty men and the things that some of them have done. But as we can see, Uriah the Hittite, 30 and 7, and it was 37 in all. It was 37 of them. But out of 37, he had 3 of his mighty men. I didn't see Amazah. I don't remember saying Amazah, the one that Joab killed because David put him in his place. I didn't remember seeing his name because Joab pulled him by the beard and pulled him up to him, and he killed him. Why? Is because David put him in place after killing Absalom. David told Ittai, ITT, well, I've seen his name down in here. He told Joab's brother. Now I remember seeing his name here not so long ago too. His brother, Joab's brother was is it Ashiel, the brother of Joab. There go in verse 24. Ashiel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. But I think he was the one that Abner killed because he was one chasing after Abner. And Abner told him, "Don't chase me. You better go somewhere else. Don't come my way because I'll kill you." And he chased him down. And this was a time of war between David and Saul. But at this time, David didn't pull. Now this is when Joab went out and Abner came. The two captains, they decided to come together, sit down, and have a meeting. And then they brought 12 men, the other one brought 12. So they let the both of them fight. Could let them get up and go play. And they went out and played. And they wasn't playing as in playing. They was out there fighting and they killed each other. All 24 of them. But I think Ashiel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. I think he's the one that got killed by Abner. And it's another one because the one that's under Joab and his other brother killed Abner because of him killing their brother. Abishai, there you go right there. The brother of Joab, verse 18. Right there. I got to make this, put these in green. Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah. And then, what's the other one name? I just got verse 24. Ashael, the brother of Joab. But you know what? What he said? Oh, he said, Zili the Amorite, Nathariah, and Barai, the Barai, armor bearer for Joab, the son of Zeruiah. But I don't see where he talk about Joab here. Wait a minute, where is Joab? They say in general. And you know what? And Abishai, the son of Joab, the brother of Joab, was chief among the three. He was chief among the three. And he lifted up his sword against 300 and slew them, and had the name, and that right there was 18, and was not, and what he said, was he not most honorable of three? Therefore he was their captain. How bad he attend not unto the first three? He had not attended to the first three. I guess the first three was Tachmonite that sat in the seat of among the captains. The the Adino, the Ezonite, he lifted up his spear against 300 and slew them at one time. And after him was Eliezer, the son of Dido, the Onahite, and one of the three mighty men which they with David, and they defiled the Philistines and smote the Philistines. Return after him only. And after him was Shemaiah, the son of Agi, the Heritite. And the Philistines were gathered together in one troop. So those three is the one who went through. And the three mighty men break through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Benjamin. So those three mighty men went through and did what they did. And then Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among three, and he lifted up his spear against 300 and slew them, and had the names of and had the name among three. Was he not most honorable of three? Therefore he was their captain. Howbeit he attend not unto the first three. So I'm trying to understand that. Don't really understand it, but I don't. But I don't see where Joab got any type of recognition in here. The name was mentioned. And that the brother of Joab, was one of 30. Okay. And if you notice in here, Joab wasn't honored. Even though he was one, but he wasn't honored. Joab's name was not honored. Wait a minute. Hold on. It talk about the armor bearer. He was the armor bearer of Joab. This and Zelak the Ammonite, Nehariah the Beermite. Armor bearer of Joab, son of Zeruiah. But Joab was not honored as being one of his because I don't see Joab's name in here. Joab's two brothers in here, but Joab isn't even mentioned. Because Joab took his place, and I'm gonna keep my place. Who gonna take it from me? I guess that's the way he was looking at it. Amasa, 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 yeah, Amasa. That's who David put in his place. And they was going to get over here. Where was this at? The Philistines slain by David's men. Nope, that's afterwards. Up here when where we at? Sheba, right here where Sheba was slain. Right here, verse 9. What this was Joab did in verse 9. This is chapter 20, verse 9. It says, and Joab said to Amasa, art thou in health, my brother? And Joab took Amasa by the beard with the right hand to kiss him. I don't know if he's gonna kiss him in the lips or kiss him on the cheek. To kiss him. But Amasa took no heed to the sword that was in Joab's hand. So he smote him therewith in the fifth rib. Joab took him and smote him in the fifth rib. And this is 2 Samuel chapter 20, verse 9 and 10. Verse 9 and 10 again. And Joab said to Amasa, art thou in health, my brother? And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand and kissed him. And Amasa took took no heed to the sword that was in Joab's hand. So he smote him therewith in the fifth rib and shed out his bowels to the ground and struck him not again. He struck him one time and he died. So Joab and Abishai, his brother, pursued after Sheba, the son of Beershi. So Abishai was still his brother, but Joab took his position. David had Abishai, but Abishai is one of the ones whose name wasn't mentioned, but one of the ones who killed what's his name? Let me get it real quick. Abner. Both of them killed Abner. Right here, verse now. This right here, thank you, Father, is in 2 Samuel chapter 3, verse 30. It says, I'm starting at 28. When what they did, Joab and Abishai did. And afterwards, when David heard it, he said, I and my kingdom are guiltless before Yah forever from the blood of Abner, the son of Ner. Let it rest on the head of Joab and on all his father's house. Because Joab was the oldest, I believe. And let there not fail from the house of Joab one that hath an issue, or that is a leper, or that leaneth on a staff, or that falleth on the sword, or that lacketh bread. So Joab and Abishai, his brother, slew Abner, so he slew Abner because he had slain their brother Ashael, at Gibeon in the battle. See, that was in the battle. When Abner killed him, there was a battle going on. And David said to Joab and to all the people that were with him, rent your clothes and gird you with sackcloth, and mourn ye for Abner. And King David himself followed the burial. And they buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept, and the grave of Abner, at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept. And the king lamented over Abner and said, Die, Abner, as a fool dieth. Thy hands were not bound, nor thy foot put into fetters. As a man falleth before the wicked men, so falleth thou. And all the people wept again over him. So that's what David said in Abner's case, because when and this is in chapter 3, 2 Samuel chapter 3. When Joab, it says Joab killed Abner, but here it says Joab and Abishai killed him. But Joab did majority. I think Joab was more dirtier than Abishai, I believe. I don't know. I'm just saying. But that's what I'm saying. There's 2 points when he did murder. So I don't see his name. I don't see 24. Okay, this is end of 24. No, this is end of 23. 24, I got something for everybody. I mean, next week's the last of 2 Samuel. But look like we got 2 points that we're gonna make in for next week. First Chronicles 1:21. First Chronicles 21 and 1, and this right here, David numbers Israel, and these are the 2 points when they talk about Satan and we talk about the Creator. And people don't realize the Creator is both of them. They don't even understand that. So that's going to be next week. That's going to be another story told, but We're at the end, and these were the mighty men of David. But I wanted to go over, let me see where we at. And we're just in an hour. Again, the last words of David. Let's hit that one more time. The last words of David, 1 through 7. It says, now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the men who was raised up on high, the anointed of Yah of Jacob, and the sweet psalms of Israel, said, the spirit of Yah spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. Yah of Israel said, the rock of Israel, the Yah of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just. This is what we have to understand. Must be just. Ruling in the fear of Yah. Verse 4. And he shall be as the light of the morning, when the sun rises, even a morning without clouds. As the tender grass springeth out of the earth by clear shining after rain. You know how it is when after it rain, they coming up beautiful because they just got fed. Excuse me. Verse 5. Saying, although my house be not so with Yah, although my house don't be with the Creator in full, yet he has made with me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things and sure. That means that everybody's not going to be with the Creator always, because he know that people going to fall off. But he said, although my house be not so with Yah, yet he has made with me an everlasting covenant. Yes, he has. Ordered in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation and all my desire. Throughout, say, although he make it not to grow. He said, although, for this is my salvation and all my desire. This is good. This is David's desire. Although he make it not to grow. It's not going to grow as the way that we think it should grow. But this right here is the system right here, and 7 is our people. I'm going to break this down one more time. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them as thorns, thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. And I look at this as those are of the system, the so-called police force, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. This is the system. They can't be taken by hands. Why? Because they are a system working together, not by hands. See what I'm saying? You know how you have to beat them now? Pen and pad and the tongue. That's how you beat the system today. But these are the men of Belial. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of the spear. Fenced with iron. These are the jails for people that turn against the system. Now, if you're not going according to the law against the system, it's a different story. But if you're out of pocket in the system, I'll say this is our people at verse 7. But the man that shall them must be fenced with iron. You going to jail. Isn't that what fenced in? You're fenced in with iron cells. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with the fire, in the same place. That's it for today. This is the end of David's song and last words. That's what this was today. This is where we are. And it's something to think about, especially the last part of his last words of what he shared. Other than that, I'd just like to share with you that first, Shabbat Shalom. I hope you had a beautiful Sabbath. And also that I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who living in the new, this is for you. I'm the same Mikael in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see, that Mikael is really me. Just wanted to share that with everyone, just letting everyone know where we are, where we're going. Next week, we'll be in chapter 24. This will be the last chapter of 2 Samuel next week. And then we'll be moving into, the Kings. So, this is where we're at this point in time. Other than that, I'd like to take you through the benediction, where we're going to end everything at. This is the benediction. Switch you back on. Before we close on out. And then do the Shema. We're here every Sabbath, 12 p.m. noon, or a little after, at 12 p.m. noon, and we'll give you more information on that in a few moments. Other than that, this is the benediction out of Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27, and it states, And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his son, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put Yah's name upon the children of Israel, which is his law, and Yah will bless them. Other than that, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shekebo, Vakuto V'olam, Va'ed, Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Bless you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, plan to do. We bless you, praise you, and thank you for another beautiful Sabbath day. Another beautiful day, another beautiful time that we come together to do your word, your will, and your way. Keep us retained in your information. Keep your information in our mind that we may follow and do your word, your will. Your holy word we pray. Hallelujah. 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 Praise you, Almighty. Thank you, Father. Other than that, if anybody would like to get in contact me, you can always contact me by texting me or calling me. There you go. By texting me or calling me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. Or you can always email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. That's lkhyym@gmail.com. Now, before we go on, let me say hi to a few people that came in over here on YouTube Live. Again, as I was saying, is Anadel Tori. I think it's Anadel Tori. She says hi. Greetings, Anadel Tori. Anasia Village said hi. Oli Hurley says hi. Oli Hurley says hi again. And she mentioned Jesus for some reason. I like the Bible. There she put. Abella Sap, throw a heart. Thank you for the heart. And Terrence 911 PI. The painting behind you is beautiful. And I thank you. It says Terrence 911. I thank you for the compliment on the painting that my cousin gave me. Second cousin, that is. So other than that, just want to share with everyone. If you'd like to get in contact with me, I already gave you that. And the email. So if you like to subscribe or see where we're at, my YouTube and my X, formerly known as Twitter, you can connect on my platform that I'm on there. It's my one of my YouTubes and also my X, formerly known as Twitter, is located at Juice Pro 33, which is spelled Juice. Excuse me. JUICEPRO 33. That's JUICEPRO 33. That's 33. Excuse me. Juice Pro 33. That's at YouTube and also X, formerly on Twitter. Please like, subscribe, and share. You can also connect with me on Facebook. My Facebook is Mikael Harris, which is MI'(CHAEL) space HARRIS. That's MI'(CHAEL) space HARRIS. That's my Facebook. My TikTok, one of my TikToks and Instagram is Lakine_the Juice. That's one of my TikToks, and also my Instagram is LKHYYM_THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM_THEJUICE. Excuse me. All right. That's one of my TikToks and also my Instagram. And also one of my TikToks and one of my YouTubes is Michael the Juice Harris. Again, that's one of my TikToks and one of my YouTubes, which is my newest YouTube that I'm building. And one of my TikToks is Michael the Juice Harris, which is spelled MI'(, no, I'm my bad, MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. That's MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. That's all together. If you like, please check them out. Now for my and also you can catch me on Rumble and Patreon. There's Patreon and Rumble / LKHYYM. That's Patreon and Rumble.com / LKHYYM. All right, just give me everything in a nutshell. Now, excuse me. Now for my my Zoom platform. If you want to connect with me on Zoom, but first connect with me by texting me or calling me or emailing me that you want to come on there, so I know who you are when you text or give me a call. But my platforms on my Zoom and the nights that I'm on are this let's say the night after Sunday, which is Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. That's Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. Or the night after Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Mondays, we're here on Zoom at Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. That's on Mondays at 9 p.m. after Monday again. That's on Monday, 9 p.m. afterwards. And then we're here on, quote unquote, what they call Tuesdays in the Rising at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Eastern time in the rising of the day. And then after Tuesday, which is Tuesday, the night after Tuesday, we're here at 9 p.m. That's 9 p.m. night after Tuesday. Look forward to seeing you there. Then we're on here on the Sabbath day like we are today. The Sabbath, which is Assembly of the Righteous. Assembly of the Righteous is the assembly of those who keep the created laws. We're here on the Sabbath day, the seventh day of the week, at 12 p.m., which is noonday on the Sabbath. So we look forward to seeing you here at any of those times. Other than that, I'd like to thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening there, your seeing eye. About to say about the Instagram real quick. thank everybody for coming and watching. Other than that, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon and always. Peace on Instagram. And since YouTube, I'm sorry, my Zoom is the longest, we can ready to say bye to Zoom. And my brother Kaz and my sister Beverly, y'all hold it down. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Have a great rest of the Shabbat, and I'll see you soon. Appreciate, love you, and peace. Good love y'all. All right. I will. We will. I will. Definitely. Peace. Peace. Bye bye. Recording stopped. There we go. And on Facebook, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. Let's see something here. There we go. There we go. All right. YouTube Live, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. We'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed the information for today and always. Peace.